I don't know what you're going through in life right now, but what I do know is that you clicking on this link, on this thumbnail, or watching this video, or perhaps listening to my voice, this might be the last opportunity that anyone would ever have to tell you that it's going to be okay, to keep on encouraging yourself, to never stop dreaming, to never stop believing, never stop hoping, to never give up. You know, most of my former years growing up was without something as simple as a television. Can you believe it? I don't want to give away my age here. So storytelling was a big part of our life. It was a big part of my life. And it was a way for us to grow, to learn, to bond. It was a special time. And whether these stories were true or not, that was never really our concern. But what I can share with you, what I can tell you is that these stories had an amazing ability to really take us from our dire situations where we were ostracized and oppressed and deprived. It took us from that, and it took us to worlds and destinations that we could only dream of. And for that moment, we forgot about our challenges. We forgot about our issues. We forgot about our pain and suffering. You know, we went on that magic carpet ride to a land filled with milk and honey, where the water was wet and the skies were blue. A land that was filled with an abundance of joy and love and peace. I mean, I get goosebumps just talking about it. It was rejuvenating. It was beautiful. You know, it had the ability, and it gave us the strength, the tenacity to face another day, to just forget about our current circumstances, our current situations. And I was always so taken away, and I was never sure if it was the story itself or the relentless, the unwavering positivity that captured me the most. But so I understand the power and the impact that stories have on our lives, especially children, especially when you are in a dire situation. And that is what I want to share with you today. I want to tell you a story. I want to share with you the story about potatoes, eggs, and coffee beans. Now, as the story goes, once upon a time a daughter went to her father, and she was complaining that her life was miserable and that she didn't know how she was going to make it. She was tired of fighting and struggling all the time, and it seems as if when one problem was solved, another one soon followed. And her father, a chef, took her to the kitchen, and he filled 3 pots with water and placed them on high heat. And once the water began to boil, he placed potatoes in the one pot, eggs in the second pot, and ground coffee beans in the third pot. He then let them sit and boil without saying a word to his daughter. The daughter moaned and impatiently waited, wondering what he was doing. And after 20 minutes, he turned off the burners. He took the potatoes out of the pot and placed them in a bowl. He pulled the eggs out and placed them in a bowl. He then ladled the coffee out and placed it in a cup. Turning to her, he asked, "Daughter, what do you see?" And she obviously said potatoes, eggs, and coffee beans. "Look closer," he said, and touched the potatoes. She did and noted that they were soft. He then asked her to take an egg and break it. And after pulling off the shell, she observed a hard-boiled egg. Finally, he asked her to sip the coffee. Its rich aroma brought a smile to her face. And she asked her father, "What does this mean?" He then explained that the potatoes, the eggs, and the coffee beans each face the same adversity, and that is the boiling water. However, each one reacted differently. The potatoes went in strong, hard, and unrelenting, but in boiling water, it became soft and weak. The egg was fragile, with a thin outer shell protecting its liquid interior until it was put in the boiling water. Then the inside of the egg became hard. However, The ground coffee beans were unique. After they were exposed to the boiling water, they changed the water and create something new. Which are you? He asked his daughter. When adversity knocks on your door, how are you going to respond? Are you going to be like the potato, the egg, or the coffee beans? And that is a question only you can answer. You see, when in life, what happens around us, what happens to us, is not so important and impactful as to what happens within us.